It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Ross Mathews, from Tonight Show intern to celebrity correspondent. Plus, Wendy's getting a lesson in holiday table manners. And transform Thanksgiving leftovers into mouth-watering meals. Now, here's Wendy.
To the whole holiday season, so how you doing? Great. We've got a great show for you today. It's stuffed with all kinds of entertainment. Wah, wah. The very funny Ross Mathews is here. You're familiar with Ross, aren't you? He's like that funny neighbor in my head when I was a single woman and we lived next door to one another and we would kiki all night. Anyway, Ross became a household name as an intern on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and now he's a star in his own right. I can't wait to finally meet this guy that I know already in my head. I know. Plus, celebrity chef George Duran is here. Now, George is going to show us how to remix our Thanksgiving leftovers into something fabulous. We're always looking for something to do with those doggone leftovers, right? I've got a tip. There's something about making an ice cream cone. That's all I'm going to say. With stuffing and mashed potatoes. Okay, we'll talk when George comes out. Okay, look, etiquette expert is here, Lizzie Post. You know, the Post name is legendary when it comes to perfect manners. And today, Lizzie Post is going to teach us how to use proper table manners at the holiday table. I have so many questions for her. We have so many mouth-watering hot topics. So let's get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Nice. The holiday season, the pressure is on. Everybody gains weight from this point until like January 1st. It's how much are you going to gain? I always stay home. Me and Mike Evans, we always like to stay home for Thanksgiving holiday. And this year, like last year we stayed home, it was just the three of us. So that means that we can make our own rules. So we didn't have a turkey, because to me, turkey is good for sandwiches from the deli counter at the grocery store. That big thing is not good only because I'm not good at cooking it and we're only three people and it's too much food. So what we like to do is we like to put on our coats, go outside and make ribs. And last year, we don't have a smoker, but my husband makes it. It's like a smoker. The ribs are so good, and there's no formalities. When it's just me and the two Kevins, we literally, as the ribs come off the grill, we are outside in snorkels, eating and tasting. No lie. Look, in the privacy of your own home, don't you make your own manners? I eat more of my food out of the pot on top of the stove than I do on my plate. I've even been known to put my straw in the Trop 50 as opposed to pouring it in a glass. Why? If it's three people and we all come from the same rib, then why not? So company is great, another family is great, and last year we had it just the three of us. This year I am really excited though, because my mom and dad, my sister, my brother-in-law, my niece, my nephew, everybody's gonna be at our house. And we all stay together, because I like that. Even though it's like crowded and messy and stuff, why hotel it when you can all stay together? And the fights are interesting, the makeups are better. Whenever your mom is around, I don't know about you, but like my mom still knows how to throw down. She really does. And so, she makes the turkey. My father gets in on the action, making the stuffing. My mother puts some sort of spicy sausage in the stuffing that makes it more appealing to me. I am on the string beans. We don't call them green beans in our house, we call them string beans. And I like to buy them fresh, and I don't like to snap them. I use my kitchen scissors for those, just for the little tiny edge, because food costs a lot of money. You don't want to waste. I cut the nappy edges off and then cut each string bean into 3 pieces, and then I put them on the stove. And you know what they say about and Dr. Oz, everybody says this about the vegetables. You know, you're supposed to eat them with a snap. You're not supposed to eat them so they're soggy, whatever vegetable it is. Do you know what I mean? But Thanksgiving is the one time, and when I have to tell you, nobody makes better string beans than me. I must brag on mine. This is what I put in it. First of all, you know I love pork, can't you tell? I go straight for the ham hock. Now, I buy the ham hock, I put it in there, I cut up some white potatoes, I put them in, I peel them and put them in there, and I let the string beans drown in pork juice for like 3 or 4 hours. There's no nutritional value at all. They are soggy with pork juice fat, but they are so good. And then, of course, we have the usual stuff, macaroni and cheese and, you know, whatnot. The meal isn't really my favorite thing. I like the, and desserts, I'm not a sweet, I'm a savory, so I make the appetizers. And one of the things that I love to make, the chicken livers. I tell you this every year. Full fat bacon, you wrap the chicken livers, you put them in the oven. I make 2 trays, and 1 tray is usually for me, and I hide. Are you a fatty like me? Do you ever hide food in the back, and knowing that nobody's gonna go back there and see it, and pull it out at midnight? See? Me and you. Anyway, and then it's always interesting when the family is around. I don't want to stereotype guys because not all guys like football, but in my house, the guys are watching football. With the exception of the year Beyonce was on Thanksgiving. Do you remember that? The whole family wanted to see that booty shake, right? We were all sitting there, football, schmootball, she's on. But this year, it's all about Beyonce, I guess for the guys, for me, and I know my mother and the girls, my sister and they're probably all going to want to watch, along with me, Spike Lee's Michael Jackson documentary. It's called Bad 25. Have you heard about this? Oh, will you? No. Listen, it's celebrating Michael's 25th anniversary of Michael's Bad album and the record-breaking Bad tour, and the documentary is featuring Michael's friends and collaborators, along with some of his famous fans like Mariah and Kanye. And word is that they gathered some never before seen footage from Michael's estate, which is always interesting. This is the thing, I wonder if any of Michael's family members will be there. I wonder if Janet's gonna speak out. I wonder if Paris is going to speak. I wonder if Joe is going to speak. I don't know, but I'll be watching. You'll be watching? Listen. 2 of my favorite things, and you could probably already figure it out by now, I love food and I love celebrities. I love checking them out. And each year, I always imagine if I had a celebrity, you know, invite, or you know, a celebrity Thanksgiving with just celebrities, who would I invite? First of all, smaller is more intimate, so I don't want a gaggle of people. Let me set the scene. I'm sitting in the center. If you'll notice, I haven't gotten a chance to decorate my dining room walls from last year. This is the same dining room I was sitting in. I'm in the center, and I invited, okay, look. I invited Mariah Carey last year, but I'm inviting her again this year, and this is why. Because she's got dem babies. I want to find out about the twins. I also want to check out her Jenny Craig body up close. When I hug her at the front door, I'm feeling for Spanx. You know how I do. You know. No, look. She's got that new American Idol job, and I want to know, did Jennifer Lopez give her any tips? Did she take over the Jennifer Lopez wardrobe? Is there any advice that Jennifer Lopez left her with? How is she getting along with all the other judges? You know, I want to check her out. The other person that I want to invite, the other star, Shia LaBeouf. Now, you know, we all waffle with what celebrities we like. It's human nature. 1 month you like one month you like another. But I've been pretty consistent for a few years that I like this Shia LaBeouf, and he's never come by here. Shia, now I like you. I just don't like the scruffy you for Thanksgiving. Because you might bring a bug in that big beard you've been wearing. But look at me, Shia. I would invite him with the clean-shaven Wall Street Shia, right? Edgy, cool, young Hollywood, the hip factor. And I bet you he'd have a lot of fun talking to me and Mariah. And I also want to have Cher, because I love Cher. But for Thanksgiving, not any Cher. I want Cher circa 1987, and I want her to wear something outrageous like that. Yes. And something outrageous like that, maybe even in a festive holiday color. Like this. I would allow Miss Cher to keep her headdress on just through hors d'oeuvres. Once we sit at the table, you've got to remove any headwear in the house, except for a wig, of course. Look, also at my Thanksgiving table, I would invite a soul singer who can entertain us, be easy on the eyes, and do a duet with Mariah. And I think that would be Trey Songz. Right? I know what you're saying, Wendy. You can stop right there. Perfect. But alas, we have a couple of more place settings. So, you know, Trey Songz, talented, cleans up well. Like Cher, he's going to have to remove his headgear. No sunglasses in the house, sir. And last but not least, I have to invite Katie Holmes, because I know she's got a lot to be thankful for this year, including her freedom. And you know, Katie is a hands-on mom, and Suri is too grown to be sitting in the kitchen at the kids' table, so Suri could sit at the table with the adults. And that's my celebrity Thanksgiving. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if you had a celebrity Thanksgiving, who would you invite? I would love to know. You'd invite Trey Songz also? Who do you think is the biggest celebrity turkey? What celebrities are you thankful for? Well, we hit the streets and take a look at what some of you said.
The celebrity we're thankful for is Abby Lee Miller. Because why? She's made TV watching really a joy.
The celebrity I'm thankful for is Joan Rivers, because she's the only old woman who can talk about sex without me wanting to throw up.
I'm thankful for Rihanna because I just love her style. She's just out there and she doesn't give and I like her booty.
We'd like Snooki at our Thanksgiving table because we'd like to make sure that she knows how to properly stuff a turkey for the next generation.
And I definitely want Prince Harry at my Thanksgiving table because he's hot and he's sexy and he can be my Thanksgiving with fun.
The celebrity I want at my Thanksgiving dinner table is Beyonce because she's fierce and fabulous.
The celebrity we want at our Thanksgiving dinner table is Carly Rae Jepsen. Call me maybe.
I want Mary J. Blige at my Thanksgiving dinner so that I can serve her some crispy chicken wraps from Burger King.
The person I want at the Thanksgiving table is Martha Stewart, so I can just kick back, have it all done beforehand, centerpieces, food, everything.
The only two people I want at my Thanksgiving table are Joe Manganiello and Channing Tatum. I'm a vegetarian, so that's all the meat I need at my table. How you doing?
I have to say the turkey of the year is Angelina Jolie. I'm sick of hearing about her and her legs, seeing it, hearing about it, it's over.
The celebrity turkey of the year is Donald Trump. I mean, with the comb over, how much longer can you pull that off?
The turkey of the year is Honey Boo Boo Child because a dollar don't make me holla.
The turkey of the year is Honey Boo Boo Child's mother.
Because no one should fart on TV and enjoy it so much.
Thanksgiving is not only the kickoff to the holiday and a big eating day, but it's also the biggest travel day of the year, which is why we don't travel. I just can't take the airports and stuff like that. But one thing I used to like when our show Pan Am that nobody watched but me was on, what I loved about watching that show along with the plot lines is the civility of travel. I mean, you know, they served real utensils and there was no TSA and people just knew to behave and wear, you know, nice a Burberry raincoat and little kids would be dressed in, you know, boys in their short suits, just really civil. Now, forget it, all civility's gone out of travel, right? It costs so much to travel and people come on like with pajamas and stinky clothing and flip-flops, not good flip-flops, but flip-flops. Well, let's take a look at what some of the stars wear when they fly in these days. First, we'll look at Fergie, who I think she looks great. She looks great. She's barely recognizable with the shades, although you can tell that she cares about herself, whether she's a celebrity or not, because she has blonde hair and it's not like straw, it's really shiny and healthy, right? She's got good sunglasses, and that's not like a stinky sweatsuit that you wear to the gym. That's a good fly-in sweatsuit. You can tell it's a good one because she's wearing heels with it. And she has her Celine bag, and that she's put the civility back in flying. Her bandmate Will.i.am upped the ante even more. Almost too much Will.i.am, really? You've got a chain right here. That's not TSA friendly, so now you're making everybody mad behind you as you strip down. You take off your vest and the whole bit. But I like the idea that he's respecting the fly-in game. The shoes are easy, slip on, slip off, notice no laces. Here's my thing. For those of you all who fly in skinny jeans, how do you do that? I can barely sit through a Hot Topics in skinny jeans before I gotta limp off because the circulation, my legs are dead. My legs are dead, like really skinny jeans. But anyway, and then Christy Brinkley, who, she can't do anything wrong to me. Like, she looks 18, she flies with civility, she's wearing the skinny pants again. Woman of a particular age, the circulation's already cutting, and now she's cutting it off the rest of the way. But you look good, and you know, Lady Gaga is another celebrity who we love at the airport because she doesn't just give us civility, she gives us Gaga civility. And while it's unrealistic for us to fly in an outfit like that, it's Gaga and she does it, you know? However, here's one trait. I can't figure out why you all and a lot of celebrities do this at the airport. Why do you bring your pillows? What kind of funky mess is that? Do you think that because you bring your own pillow, somehow you're cleaner than the rest of us? Would you like to know who this is doing this? It's Katy Perry. Okay, so here it goes, right? So you bring your own pillow. You got to put it on that nasty TSA table. Then it comes through, and then you stop at the food court. So you're putting it down. Then you get on the plane, and bed bugs are jumping from one seat to the other. I don't get it, but anyway, happy flying and happy Thanksgiving. You guys keep it here. Up next, the very entertaining Ross Mathews joins us. Our first guest rose to fame as the sassy, high-pitched voice intern on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. And now he's a celebrity correspondent for E! He made it to the big times. And, you know, he's often seen spilling the tea with some of Hollywood's biggest names. Please welcome to our show, Ross Mathews.
By the way, why has this not happened before?
I don't know. I feel like we've met before.
In my dreams,
yeah.
I've met you before.
Yeah.
This is my kind of lady.
Yes.
Yeah, I like you.
And you mine.
I'm your kind of lady?
You're my kind of person.
Thank you.
You're from Washington State?
Yeah. Oh, like small little town, good people.
Yes.
Washington State. Anybody?
The salt of the
yeah,
earth?
see a couple.
Shout out to... Now, are you going to be going home at any part of the holiday season?
I try to get home a few times a year, but this time, actually, we just bought a house, The Dream.
Yes.
In Palm Springs, which is like the mothership for me. It's
yes.
like senior citizen
Fancy.
gay men.
Yes.
It's everything I like. And happy hour. So we bought a house there, and my mother is coming down. The family's coming down to our house for the first time.
Oh,
for Thanksgiving.
Doesn't that make you feel like a real grown-up when you entertain your family in your own house?
You're like legit grown-up at that point.
Yes,
I'm a legit grown-up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So now you look fantastic. Now
Thank
we've
you.
never met, but the first time that I met you through the TV in my head was when he was an intern on Jay Leno, and you were considerably heavier.
Yeah, I was a big bone guy.
Well, well, you know, you were a spokesperson at one point for Jenny Craig.
Yes, I worked with them, and I lost 40 pounds on Jenny Craig.
And then Celebrity Fit Club.
Yeah, I did that.
And now, did you lose weight on Celebrity Fit Club?
I did.
How much did you lose
I
there?
lost a lot on Celebrity Fit Club, but you know what diet worked for me then was weighing yourself in on national television. The shame of that was like, ooh, I'll lose weight.
I understand.
And then when that show was over, it was like, where are the potato chips? Because I am starving.
Yes.
So I just like, And then with Jenny Craig, I learned sort of how to eat, and I've maintained, and I feel really good. I feel in a healthy zone for me.
So this is my first time meeting you, and I mean, are you up weight now or down weight?
I'm right in the zone where I need to be.
Are you happy?
I'm thrilled.
Perfect.
Everything.
That's what counts. That's what counts.
If it buttons, I'm happy.
Yeah. So Ross, everybody, started as an intern on The Tonight Show, and then you skyrocketed to fame. This is an amazing story. Tell us how this happened.
It's the dream. Like we say, I grew up in Washington State, a little farm town. I always loved television. I loved. Yeah, I loved talking to people, and I thought I want to communicate with people like that. So I went to college near Hollywood, and in my senior year, I had no life skills. So I was freaking out, and I got this internship on The Tonight Show just for free, making copies, blah, blah, blah.
I know.
Hello. And so on my last day there, I almost didn't go in because I had finals and blah, blah, blah. And they said, a comic's dropped out of covering Ocean's 11. We've heard you in the hallway. We think you're funny. Do you want to go cover it for us? I was like, yes, I do.
George Clooney? And all those hot guys?
Yes. They sent me out with George Clooney. I met Brad Pitt, Matt Damon that night.
Okay, wait a minute. And you had, look at me. And you had a Tonight Show microphone, and they were going to play it on The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
So that was like 2 for a luck. First of all, you walked the red carpet. Also, they're going to play it, and you could possibly become a star right from there. So now, fast forward, now you're a correspondent on E!
Well, that moment, look at us holding hands, by the way. But
no, and I love when you go on Chelsea.
Yeah, I do Chelsea every week. And, that moment on Leno was 11 years ago. Can you believe that?
That's how long we've known each other?
That's how long we haven't known each other, but
exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so did you guys see Ross in September? He got the big interview with Michelle Obama at the Democratic National Convention. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's watch and then we'll talk.
Oh, fun. When your husband came out in support of gay marriage, you said that you two had reached a consensus as well on that. Had you come to that sooner than him before?
I try not to talk about the details because that's sort of the pillow talk between us.
Yeah.
But I can just say that I'm proud that we're there at that.
You can come sing at my wedding. Don't worry that. I'll give you a song list you can pick.
I just can't sing.
You think that it never stops me. No big deal, no BD.
No, you know what? She likes you. You can tell.
Listen, we hit it off like we hit it off,
yeah.
The First Lady and I. Yeah, it was a moment. I knew I was going to interview her, and, I have a lot of fun on the red carpets and a lot of fun with my interviews and a lot of fun everywhere I go, but this was a moment. I wanted to have fun with her, but also talk about some of the issues that were facing people.
Yes.
And I was really proud of the balance that we struck.
Yeah.
Just have some moments you toot your tutor. I was tooting mine. I was proud of myself.
It was fun. And that was very good. Now, your boyfriend is in the audience. His name is Salvatore.
Yeah.
How you doing? How long have you guys been together?
We've been together for 4 years. 4 years.
Are you thinking about getting married?
Oh, yeah, we think about getting married. The thing is we live in California, and, we want it to be legal. We want it to be legal everywhere. I asked the First Lady about that. We fist bump. I invited her to my wedding. So when it's legit, we will do it.
It's legal here in New York.
It
Come
is.
on out! Come here, Salvatore. You guys keep it here up next. Some things that you never knew about Ross. We're going to do Fave 5 with Ross. Don't miss it. So he's got to deal with E to do his own talk show.
Hey.
Yeah. And he's got a book coming out and a really interesting story. We're back with the very funny and talented Ross Mathews, everybody.
Hi.
So, Ross, everyone, on the show, we play this game with celebrities. It's called Fave 5. It's never offensive. We just want to know a little more about you.
Okay, and since there's no celebrities here, let's play it with me. How about that?
Ross. Okay, question number 1.
Okay.
Who's your favorite reality star?
Oh, my favorite reality star? It's probably the mom from Honey Boo Boo, right? I mean, you're my type and she's my type, all right? I like her a lot.
Okay, who's your favorite boss, Chelsea or Jay Leno?
How dare you? How dare you?
Well,
I'm just happy to have a job.
I
honey.
got you.
Yeah. No, I love them both. They're both, you know, with comics sometimes it's really difficult to find people comics that want to share the spotlight, and they're both those kind of people. I love them.
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
All right, so both. All right, what's your favorite guilty pleasure? You're a former fatty, it's gotta be food.
Oh, honey.
Come on, can we talk fat?
And you say you don't do the sweet. I don't do the sweet either, but I could honestly do some nasty things with a bag of like barbecue baked lays. I could get to the bottom of that in like 3.5 seconds. I love a barbecue chip, the pop chips.
I didn't want to put it in your mind, but is that your favorite guilty pleasure of food, or is it something else?
Oh, it is so food. It is so food.
Our kind of people.
And HGTV. I watch a lot of like House Hunters, yeah.
I like that show too, and David Bromstad.
Oh, color splash me.
We're here. Okay. On your boyfriend, Salvatore, what is your favorite body part?
On Salvador?
Door.
You know what I do? This is gonna be so cheesy, but I love his nose. And when he sleeps, I wake up in the middle of the night and I see him sleeping. He has this little mole right here on his nose.
And you kiss it?
Sometimes I take a picture on it on my iPhone, which is so creepy, but I just want to look at it when I travel. I just take a picture.
A little creepy.
It's a little creepy.
It's a little creepy.
And finally, we're learning a lot about you. I like this game, Faith 5. Your final question is, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Oh, hands down, my favorite Thanksgiving dish. I make it every year. It sounds like I live like in a trailer, but it is my Nana's recipe. I call it Nana's famous potatoes because they're famous in our family. And okay, ready? You get those cubed hash browns in the bag in the freezer section at the grocery store.
Yeah, like the Ore-Ida.
Yeah, And you put it in a pan or like a baking dish, and you mix sour cream,
my favorite,
and cheddar cheese.
Good.
And you spread it on top, and then the piece of whatever, whatever. Okay, is you mix melted butter with cornflakes, and you spread it on the top.
For the crunchy texture.
For the crunchy texture.
Oh, and that is
$3.50 an hour.
Faith 5. Ross is going to stick around because up next we're going to bring out etiquette expert Lizzie Post, and Lizzie is going to teach us how to eat properly and be mannerable at the Thanksgiving table. Don't miss it. Welcome back. Look, it's Thanksgiving, and it's one of the few times of the year where we sit down and have a nice family dinner, but sometimes our behavior is not as good as the food. So our next guest is here to teach us how to mind our manners from the legendary Emily Post Institute. Please welcome to our show, our friend, Lizzie Post. Lizzie! Welcome back.
Thank you.
Lizzie's our friend. So, Lizzie, thank you for joining us for this special occasion. You know, it's Thanksgiving, and we don't have our napkins in our laps, so perhaps we should talk. We're being joined by Ross Mathews, the one and only, and our stagehand, John Anderson. You recognize John? He's with us all the time. Hello, Jonathan.
How you doing?
I feel like I have to be so formal here with this napkins. Okay. Lizzie, what is the first thing that we do to ensure a drama-free Thanksgiving dinner?
The very first thing you want to do is think about having place cards, which we all have tonight, because it's a great way for you to set up a seating chart.
Yes.
Everyone knows where they're going to sit. You can group people based on them having good conversations and keep those that might have not so great conversations farther away from each other.
Away.
Why are you looking at us? We're not going to fight.
All right, so now what about the place settings? Because sometimes I just feel it's very, this is my opinion, I think it's very antiquated to have, you know, the bowls and the forks and the knives, and they're like, who are we? Fon, fon, fon? No, we're in Jersey and we're having dinner.
Right, and Emily Post thought the same thing.
Okay.
So even though we have a full place setting right here where we have, you know, the salad fork, we have the dinner fork, and then on the right side we have the dinner knife and the salad fork, or salad knife, excuse me. Gosh, I gotta get it right.
Yes,
We have a full setting. Typically at Thanksgiving, you only have the main meal, and you only need to have out the utensils you're going to use.
Because I am seeing utensils here, but
Right, well,
can you get me?
these are for dessert, so these stick around
for
later in the meal.
Okay.
I always feel like Julia Roberts in that scene in Pretty Woman with the snail and those ones.
Slippery little suckers.
Yeah, slippery little suckers.
Okay.
But another thing that happens a lot is that people want to take pictures of their place setting, they want to take pictures of the turkey, and then they want to put them all up on Instagram and all these wonderful social media sites we have. as a host, the best thing that you can do, because let's face it, we want to focus on the time that we have with people. We don't want to be always in front of our cell phones.
Yes.
As a host, take time at the beginning of the meal to say, let's do this now. Take the pictures. This is the best time to do it. And then put your phones away so we can have a lovely meal together.
I like that idea.
Yeah, right?
I like that idea. Now, here are a couple of concerns that I have, Emily, and John, Ross, chime in if you want. I do not like going to people's house or to a restaurant where they think the food is so doggone good that there's no salt and pepper on the table. Now, I know it's politically incorrect, but here at the Wendy table, everybody's got their own salt and pepper. I have one, you have one. Look, I know you're not supposed to eat salt and you're not supposed to eat pepper, but secretly, who likes to shake?
I shake.
I shake too. I admit it. I totally admit it.
Yes.
I do.
And every once in a while, when the cook over salts, that's my kind of cook. But how do you ask for the salt and pepper?
That's one where it should it should just be on the table. But another just section I wanted to get to today, because a lot of people get concerned when they're a guest. Should I offer to help? Should I not offer to help?
Yes.
I've heard that you don't love to help.
Because I don't want people to help me, and I just feel as though if I'm going to your house,
I'm the same way as a host. I want you to feel at ease, and I don't want anybody to do anything. But as a guest, I always try to offer, and I'm hoping,
I offer.
You offer.
Honestly, I do offer,
right?
But I'm hoping
John,
that you say no.
You have to
offer.
Yeah. But don't you love it? I'm hoping they'll say no.
Say no.
And everybody's hoping they'll say no.
And what about like leftovers?
Yes.
You know, when they send like a doggy bag to go. I always take it. If it's good, please, I'm
you
taking
definitely
it.
want to take it. Here's the really tricky one, though. What about the unexpected guest that shows up, right? You know, how do you handle that?
It's four of us here, so
right?
what happens
if we have a fifth person shows up? As the host, you always want to plan ahead and have extra food available. As the guest, if you wind up having surprise guests of your own, first call the host and say, look, I wound up with some unexpected out-of-town guests. It gives your host the chance to either say, oh, bring them along, or, we really don't have enough, it's probably best to go out to dinner or something like that instead.
That's rude.
No,
right?
That's the thing, but you give the host the chance to say it. Okay, so what if you only have 8 Cornish
Do you know what I
hens
do?
and 10 people show up?
I've eaten my meal already, like we talked about, out of the pot on top of the stove, so I gladly give mine up like I'm skinny and I got my weight in control, and I give the food to the guests.
Speaking of weight and control and everything, how about all the allergies and dietary restrictions that guests have?
Right.
I mean, how the heck am I supposed to figure out what your needs are?
Tofurkey or a real turkey.
Right.
Like
the best way to do it is when you have the what is it? The RSVP.
Yes.
Then as a host, ask, are there any dietary restrictions that you have? What could I do to make sure that you have something at the table that you can eat?
Well,
what if you want to come out to your family? Should you do that on Thanksgiving?
Yes! And make sure I'm there. I want to see. You will do it. Lizzie, thank you so much for being here. A toast to your Thanksgiving. I would like to toast to Lizzie.
Cheers.
And to Ross. And you, John Anderson. And you, everybody. Have a very nice Thanksgiving. Up next, we've got Chef George Duran. He's going to show us how to transform our Thanksgiving leftovers into some delicious dishes. Keep it here. Thanksgiving are the leftovers, and here to show us a fun twist on some of the great leftovers that we'll have at Thanksgiving is our celebrity chef and cookbook author, George Duran. Welcome back. It's nice to see you again. Happy Thanksgiving. So George is known for putting his fabulous twist on food, and what are we making today with the leftovers?
Well, we're taking the leftovers and revamping them to something special, a spicy grilled cheese sandwich.
Okay. I see turkey.
Uh-huh.
I see stuffing.
Oh, yeah.
I see some sort of mayonnaise or something.
You can use mayo or melted butter is just fine. We could start making it, actually.
Okay.
Just go ahead and grab your knife.
And this is cranberry sauce.
Yeah, cranberry sauce. So you use the leftover. Go ahead. There's your knife. Grab a little bit of that mayo. You want to just put a little bit or a lot of that mayo on both sides. And mayo is good because it melts easily. This is actually, I'm seeing now, it's melted butter. Melted butter works great, too. But
yeah,
mayo, melted butter on one side. Then you turn it over, and you start filling it up with whatever you want. So whatever leftovers you have, like the turkey breast that I'm just going to go ahead and put in there, put some of that cranberry relish in there.
The thing about cranberry sauce, we call it cranberry sauce, do you buy the chopped up stuff like we have here, or do you buy the slice out of the can? We buy the slice out of the can. It is so Jersey. It still has the can ridges and everything, but I love that. Look,
I think I think what it is that everybody likes foods that wiggle and jiggle. That's
Yes,
what it is,
yes,
right?
they do. Yes, you're absolutely right.
So don't forget the cheese. We got to put cheese in there too, a lot of cheese, because this is a grilled cheese sandwich. The stuffing is really important, and the wetter the stuffing, the better it's going to spread. So if you have to put some chicken stock in there and kind of wet it and spread it just the way you're doing it there.
Yes.
And of course, this is a spicy grilled cheese sandwich. I mean, this is what I love about the sandwich is that, yeah, the sriracha, the spicy sauce in there. And I don't know if you like spicy. Oh, you do like spicy.
Don't you remember your last visit?
Oh, yeah, I do. You burned it up.
I
There
mean,
you
we
go.
made
Look at
hot
that.
dogs, but I was telling you I love the spicy.
You want to just load it up in there.
Okay.
Put some of the cheese in there. Put a lot of cheese. You can use mozzarella, provolone, anything you want.
It's
Again,
my kryptonite.
all these flavors go really well with it. And I'm just going to go ahead and just switch it with this guy over here because I
Oh,
have
we
some-
grill it?
Oh yeah, this is a grilled cheese sandwich. Now, let's use this knife right over here, because let me show you something. Not only are we going to just cut it in half just like that, you're going to love this very much. The beauty of the sandwich, you grab it. Oh, yeah, you can put
Just
more.
a little bit. Do you ever eat like this? I always, secretly when nobody's watching, you take the condiments and you're secretly dipping in.
You've been in my house, haven't you? Well, look at that. And what I like to do sometimes is dip it in the gravy itself, the leftover gravy, like an au jus, and kind of bite
Oh, my
it.
gosh.
Yeah,
This is oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're gaining weight in my Thanksgiving at home.
Okay. A 10. Let's move on.
That's good stuff. Now, a lot of times what I notice is that kids get bored of the leftovers during Thanksgiving. Oh, you're still eating that sandwich. Excellent.
There we go.
And what I've invented here is Thanksgiving in a cone. What I take is I take a regular waffle cone, or I make it from scratch using pumpkin puree. But in this case, I'm taking a regular waffle cone. Go ahead and hold that.
Is it sweet, a sugar cone?
Well, it's a sweet waffle cone, but so is a lot of the side dishes that you eat during Thanksgiving.
Are we going for sweet savory?
Yes, very good.
Love. Come on.
So you're going to go ahead and take some of the stuffing and just go ahead and put a little bit of stuffing in the bottom of it, just like that. Just a little piece like that. Just kind of push it in there.
Okay.
You're going to add a little bit of your turkey that you've chopped up, just like in there. Use your fingers, because this is Thanksgiving. It all counts just fine.
And we're amongst family, so we can do that.
That's right. And then you're going to...
I'm just saying.
Yeah, and then grab your ice cream cone.
Okay.
We're not putting ice cream in there. We're putting the mashed potatoes in there. So grab a big spoonful. Go ahead, a big spoonful of that mashed potatoes.
Okay.
And I make this garlic mashed potatoes for Thanksgiving. It's phenomenal.
Oh my gosh, this is
And
so
you're gonna
much
just kinda
fun
just
for
put that in
parents
there.
and kids.
And look at that. You're just going to kind of make it look like real ice cream
And
as
instead
much
of
as possible.
caramel, how about you do this?
Absolutely.
Right?
Put a little bit of gravy on that.
How close are we to the end of the show? I need to know whether I can make my dress spotty.
Oh, yeah, here we go. A little raspberry on it, too, as well. The cranberry, I should say, just like that. Is that not beautiful? What a wonderful way to get the kids to finally eat their leftovers.
This tastes good also.
Yeah.
What? How interesting.
Yeah.
Mashed potatoes, I didn't put any nuts on, but this is good.
Yeah. Now, we have also dessert available for you if you're interested.
Come on, move
Let's
over.
see if this will work. Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Now, what we do for dessert is you get a lot of, oh my goodness, you get a lot of the mashed sweet potato available. And mashed sweet potatoes are already really sweet, so all I'm going to do is add an extra boost of flavor in there. Cinnamon in there goes right in there.
Perfect.
Maple syrup goes in there too, just like that. Cayenne pepper, just to add a little kick in there too.
Right.
You want to mix that up really nice and gently. Once you get that all mixed up, you're going to serve this, believe it or not, as a dessert with some topped whipped cream, just like that.
And now, is that hot, cold, or room temperature? You tell me.
Oh, you can do this cold or hot. You can put some ice cream, let the ice cream melt when it's hot in there too. It's like a, I don't know, a mashed potato sundae, so to speak. It is just one of those.
This is very good.
Right?
And good for you. I mean the mashed potato part. I mean the sweet potato part. George, these are all great. You guys, these recipes are delicious. If you want to copy them, for more information, just go to wendyshow.com. George Duran, everybody, you keep it here. Up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Welcome back, everybody. Have a seat, studio audience. It's time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. How are you? I'm Bahia. How you doing?
Bahia?
My question is, I just graduated law school and moved back home with my parents.
Good for you.
And while I was studying in law school, I had no time for myself. I studied all the time. But now that I'm finished, I want to hang out with my friends and enjoy my life again. But my mom wants me home at midnight. And I'm 25 years old.
So, Wendy, how can I get my mom to lighten up and feel more comfortable with me coming in later?
Oh. Poor girl doesn't know the rules of somebody else's house. The first thing I'm going to say to you is, you know, as we get older, I think that we as women get closer with our mothers than ever. They kind of transition, that will always be our mothers, but they kind of become like a girlfriend, a bit of a confidant. You need to sit down with your mother, grown-up style, and have a conversation with her, a real conversation about how she's taught you so much and you are so moral and she, you know, you need to have fun, you know, but you do want to get married, but your fun is not the kind of fun that she sees on TV, on the action news. And with that said, if she still wants you to come in at midnight, then you've got to come in at midnight because it's her house. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Oh.
Hi, Wendy. My name is Masume. How you doing?
Hi, Masume.
I recently graduated from law school as well.
Oh.
And the job market is horrible. 2 days ago, I was offered a job as a secretary paying $10 an hour. However, I want to get paid $25 an hour at the least in a full-time legal job. Wendy, should I ask for my going rate or wait till I get something better?
You just got out of law school. I remember graduating from just regular college, but I mean, we all think when we graduate that the world owes us something, when in actuality, the world owes us nothing. We're in a really bad economy, and I think at this particular point, a job is a job. Your goal is not to stay at that job, but to move on. In the meantime, you need something to pay bills.
True.
You know, do you understand? All right, good luck.
Thank you.
We have time for one more? Oh, that's it? Oh, we'll be back. Wait, we have time for one more question. Wait, one more question? Oh.
Hey, Wendy.
How you doing?
How you doing? My name is Jennifer, by the way. Gorgeous.
Thank you, Jen.
I have a friend, a male friend, who we've been close to for the last 5 years.
Yes?
And he is actually, him and I just recently got into a physical relationship.
Okay.
He's leaving the country, though, and he's also seeing other women. I'm trying to get out of this. What do you suggest I do to get out of this without hurting anybody, or should I get out of it?
You're reading into it way too much.
Yeah.
He's not even invested in it if he's seeing other women, plus he's leaving the country. Girl, it was just a twirl. Keep it here. We'll be right back. I had another fun time today. I want to thank my guests, Ross Mathews, also etiquette expert Lizzie Post, and celebrity chef George Duran. Of course, my studio audience, my co-host, and you for watching. I love you for watching today. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next time right here on Wendy. Bye.